Hey everyone, welcome back to Outriders. Now in today's video we're going to be going over a brand new patch that is actually going to be dropping in the next week or so to Outriders, which is actually going to be the first big patch since the game release, besides maybe a couple of the hot fixes that have been happening and stability issues that were happening on the server side. But anyway, we're going to go over a few different things in today's video. We're going to be talking a little bit about some of the fix issues and the crashes that they're going to be addressing here very soon. Hopefully that solves a lot of the problems, because I know personally I've been disconnected or have had problems connecting to server multiple times on expeditions and have lost loot because of that. And I'm talking like I beat the expedition, was about to grab the loot, and then I can't connect to the server, which absolutely sucks. And I am playing on the Xbox Series X and not any of the older gen systems, like a few of the friends that I know are playing on, and they've had a lot more disconnect issues than I have. So there's going to be that we're going to be discussing. We're also going to be going over a community appreciation package, so basically a thank you package for this last week. We're going to have talking a little bit about some inventory wipes and restoration of those inventory wipes, and then a little bit more focus and emphasis on the rebalancing segment of the patch. So let's go ahead and get started by talking a little bit about the connectivity issues and hopefully some of the things that will be fixed here very soon. So there's been some issues with side quests causing some crashes, obviously the multiplayer experience, and I've had a ton of those. And I know that people were trying to stay away from that, but honestly, when you're playing a multiplayer game, you want to play it multiplayer with friends anyway. And even this morning I was playing with a friend, and we got about halfway through and he disconnected, and at the very end I beat it and it said, hey, congratulations, time slowed down. I went towards the pod, and as soon as I got in the vicinity of the pod I couldn't even open it, and then I got, you have been disconnected from the server. So that just happened to me like 15 minutes prior to me starting this video. They're also going to be fixing other launch issue crashes, some other random crashes, some side quests, and other things like that, and even language issues that have resulted in crashes as well is all going to be addressed in the upcoming patch. Now, as far as the appreciation package goes, this is actually going to be qualifying for anybody that played between the release. I know technically it was on April the 1st, but some people were able to play early, like myself. March 31st to April the 11th are going to be eligible for this. So if you haven't yet played, you can still play it and be eligible for this community appreciation package. However, your highest level character will receive a couple different things, and those three things are actually going to be a level appropriate legendary weapon. You get a level appropriate amount of titanium, and then the emote frustration, which is kind of fitting because of the experiences that all of us players have been experiencing since launch day. So there's that community package for everybody that's been playing since March the 31st, and even a few days into the future as of now. Now, the next thing that we're actually going to be talking about is going to be inventory wipes and restoration. So if this has happened to you, and this I don't think has happened to me, or at least I didn't realize it, I can't say that hey, I had this weapon or an item and it was just magically gone. I don't remember it, I don't recall it. So if it did happen to me, I guess I'll get lucky and rewarded with it. However, it will only be added back into your inventory if it was a epic or a legendary item. If it was a rare or lower, it is not going to be restored. So if this happened to you earlier in the game and you were only receiving those commons, uncommons, and rares, unfortunately, will not get those back. It says that yeah, it will be unlikely that they will be restored, is their specific terminology in this article. The dates and times for this is actually going to be happening over the next coming weeks, and that is plural, so I don't know when that's actually going to be happening, but it's going to be a while yet, it feels like. And the thing is if it was an epic or a legendary item that you did lose in your inventory, it won't be the exact same piece of gear. The attributes might be different, the mods might be slightly different. So if you were looking for something and you had the perfect epic and perfect legendary weapon or gear or whatever it might be, and you lost it, there's a high chance that it's not going to be exactly the same. There is a slight chance that it could be, but don't get your hopes up, because don't expect it. And it also doesn't say that if you lost anything in your storage crate, if those things will be restored as well. So a lot of unknowns yet, and we don't even know when this is actually going to happen. We just know that it's going to be a one-time event, and they're going to release that specific date sometime in the future. Now, the portion of this video that I want to spend a lot of time in is actually talking about the rebalancing segment. So there's quite a few things to go over, so let's go over it right now. The Historian, the Bounty Hunt, and the Monster Hunt quests will no longer grant a legendary item for each subsequent to completion of those specific quests. So I don't even know if it's going to be worth it now. However, the patch has not yet dropped, so you guys can go ahead and take advantage of it right now, especially if you're not in the end game. You have to be further in the campaign anyway to do all of those Wanted and Monster Hunt and Historian quests anyway, so you're probably pretty close regardless, and I would say do the expeditions if you guys want more legendary items. However, this is actually being changed because of the exploit that is happening, where people are getting multiple legendaries for each completion of those specific quests. So you guys can thank the people that made videos on that, letting everybody know. However, if you did participate in this specific exploit, you will not, I repeat, will not be punished or penalized for participating in it. So if you guys do want to take advantage of it and get 10 legendary items for each of those quests, then take advantage of it before the patch drops. There's going to be adjusted loot on specific enemies, specifically on the Monster Hunt quest, the Split Tooth, the Taka Beast, and the Sand Shifter, Cold Claw. They seem too easy for the amount of rewards that you got from them, so they decrease the amount of rewards that you're getting from them. The Chem Plant and the Boomtown expeditions, the times for gold, silver, and bronze have actually been decreased. So if you guys are already struggling on those two specific maps or those two specific expeditions, they're going to be even that much harder coming soon. Those are the two that I actually play a lot of, just because I did see, it did feel to me that they were a little bit easier and quicker to complete, and the rewards were just as high as some of the other ones. Therefore, you could actually get gold fairly easily. Is no longer going to be a thing in the future. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, again, take advantage of it before the update drops. So critical damage multiplayer on the tactical assault rifle will reduce to 165. It previously and currently is at 175. The critical damage rating on the multiplayer marksman rifle is going to be reduced to 250. Previously was at 300. It is said that it was way too overpowered in multiplayer, and they needed to find a way to basically balance it out a little bit. The duration of the Massacre AP buff has been reduced to 3 seconds. This is only going to be a temporary fix until they can figure out the exact issue with the stacking cap, because it's not doing exactly what it's supposed to. So that will be resolved at some other point in time, but this patch will change that reduction to 3 seconds. Now, we're going to be talking more about the twisted rounds, or basically the bullet abilities in this one. However, there is a emphasis on the twisted rounds specifically, and they just said that they knew about an issue during the demo. They fixed that bug. However, there was some unforeseen imbalances that were introduced because of those changes, and that basically led the bullet-based abilities to completely outperforming any other skills that are available in each of those classes. So it doesn't matter if you're using twisted rounds, lighter rounds, or even volcanic rounds. They are going to be, right as of right now, they are considered hugely better than anything else as far as the skills go. Now the base cooldown on the twisted rounds is going to be increasing to 25 seconds, and it previously was at 16 seconds. It's a 9-second change, which honestly sucks because I use twisted rounds a lot. That's the type of player that I am anyway. I like to get in there, do a lot of damage, and then get out, and I'm playing as the trickster anyway. So this kind of sucks for me because a lot of the things that I focus on in my skills and my class is focused on basically a faster cooldown on my skills, and now it's being increased, and that kind of sucks. At least that hurts for me. Let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on that if you guys are using the twisted rounds. The Trickster's hero tree, the disruptive power, the Scion of power, the Outrider Executioner have had their power reduced to 35%. It previously was at 50%. The vulnerable status power reduced to 15%. It previously was at 25%. The Techromancer hero tree damage against poison has been reduced to 15%. It previously was at 30%. And the Pyromancer's hero tree node, the Trial of Ashes, has been reduced to 15% extra damage. It previously was at 30%. Hopefully that does help you guys out. That is all of the major changes that are happening here in this patch. I hope that I think there's going to be some new creations of builds coming in the future. I don't know how much different I'm personally going to be playing because I like the play style that obviously I play, and I'll be coming out with my character build here very, very soon. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. YouTube loves those things, so go ahead and do those things. And honestly, a majority of you people that watch my videos each and every single day aren't currently subscribed. So you know what to do. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.